what's going on, guys? Welcome to Digitom Film School Part 2. We're basically going to be doing a Machinima Edition. So I guess this would be Part A of the Machinima Tutorials. And based off the comments we've been getting on the finale episode, I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do the slow-mo explosion effect. Now, before you do this effect, you're going to need After Effects, or you're going to need another program that can enable you to do something called Puppet Tool. Now, I'll explain what that is in a minute, but I just wanted to show you a raw file of what slow-mo looks like in Halo Reach. So as you can see, it's very jittery, and or the explosions are very smooth, but the user is very jittery and doesn't match up at all. It's kind of frustrating because Black Ops has very smooth slow-mo, so you'd think Halo Reach would, but I guess not. Basically, the first thing you're going to need to shoot is a slow-mo plate of just the fire. So here it is without Virgo in the shot, and this is what the final output will look like. Alright, so now we're in After Effects, and as you can see, I shot a plate of Virgo from the side, basically a paused plate, and then all I did was I took the pen tool, and then, I'll just click on the pen tool here, and then I just outlined around her, but obviously better, it's really close to her right now. And yeah, that's it. That's all I did for the plate for her. Alright. And that's Virgo all keyed out and masked. And then I pre-composed the layer. And then I added something called the Puppet Tool, which is pretty simple to use. I just went to the start of where I wanted the keyframes to be. Make sure you do this. This is very important. Make sure you're at the very start of where you want it to be. And then I used the Puppet Pin tool. And then I treated this alpha as a skeleton almost. So yeah, as you can see, I have a point on her neck, on the top of her head, elbow joint, hands, the knee joint, and ankle joint and toes. And then basically all you do, or this allows you to move the points around. Whoop. This allows you to move the points around. So as you can see, I'm moving the knee joint out and in like that, and yeah, it looks pretty ridiculous right now, but very subtle movements can make very good smooth slow-mo in Halo Reach. And yeah, basically all I did was I moved all the points slightly to reach the end point, and that's about it for Puppet Tool. And then yeah, if you notice that you move the points too fast or it's not slow enough, all you do is you take the keyframes and then move them further down the timeline, and that will make it look slower. I also had to move her across the floor because it's a moving shot, so I just did a simple position from left to right, and that's it. I didn't have to track it or anything. So yeah, that's Virgo on the finished exploding shot. And then I also added as you can see here, I added a glow to it just to blend the explosion and her nicely together. It just adds a bit more light around the edges to make it blend better. I also added a shadow, as you can see here. This is always a good thing to add under her foot there. It's very subtle, but it just makes it look like she's there, and that's what's important about compositing. And yeah, that's it. That's how you do smooth slow-mo just using Puppet Tool in Halo Reach. Hopefully the next Halo game, if they ever make one, I'm sure they will, hopefully they'll actually have smooth slow-mo in camera modes. It'll make things a lot easier so you don't have to do this. Alright, I'm Thomas Sutherland from Digitom. This is the Part A Machinima tutorial for the Digitom Film School. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, that's about it.
Let's do this thing.